Up next on Line TV, we have Brody Vickery with a story about the start of the new robotics season and an update on the immigration operations with over 2,000 federal agents and officers.
And me, Bo Brown, with our latest Arkansas Razorback college basketball news. All that and more, Line TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei. Hi, we hope you had a great winter break. I'm Kaya Fortune.
And I'm Marley Snow. Welcome to this first Line TV show of 2026. Now let's jump into some announcements.
Students coming in late to school must check in at the East or West office. This is not for students that have internships, just those coming in late from home or some kind of appointment.
Spring registration for ASU BB is open, and to ensure a smooth process, we encourage students to register before the December holiday break. Classes at ASU BB begin on Monday, January 12th, and the final day to register is today.
High school volleyball tryouts will be on January 14th from 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the 5th and 6th grade gym.
The SHS Care Closet has clothing and hygiene products free of charge for any student. It is open every school day. For clothing or hygiene emergencies, please talk to a teacher, the nurse, or the office. If you have any questions about the Care Closet, go to room 204 or email jmeans-ct@cerseischools.org. The robotics team is starting their season soon.
That's right. Brody Vickery has a story of the start of the robotics season.
Cersei High School has a lot of clubs to offer. One of the most well-known is our robotics team. They go to competitions competing against other schools' teams.
I originally was a math teacher, and then I got into teaching computer science. And then at a previous school I taught at, I was asked to help start a robotics team, and I didn't know anything about it. And I just jumped right in, and I've loved it ever since.
It's not only as simple as building. They still have to figure out what the challenge is.
We have to wait for the game, for the design of the game, the objectives and all that. We have to wait for it to be revealed, and then we start coming up with ideas.
Not everyone that's in robotics works with the robots. Some have other equally as important jobs to do.
We do these library tech takeovers, and we partnered with the Cersei Public Library, and we present, or we teach classes, or we do interactive evenings where we've used Ozobots, Spheros, we've used a bunch of technology, and we usually cater to kids.
These competitions offer many challenges to overcome, but these challenges don't go smoothly every time.
We've had multiple problems with parts breaking, not being able to complete certain objectives, such as our Robo Rio in here. It exploded in the middle of one of our matches.
Last year, the challenge required us to lift objects really high up in the air, and so we had an elevator that kept going up and down, and the rigging of the elevator kept breaking, so we kind of identified some specific design flaws that we would improve in the future.
If you want more information about robotics, email tmcgara@cerseischools.org or anews@cerseischools.org. Now back to the news desk.
This Saturday, the team will head to Harding for their kickoff of the semester.
I'll be sure to check that out. An undefeated MMA fighter, Taylor Handy from Little Rock, competed in the second season for Mr. Beast's $5 million Beast game. Handy was one of the 200 competitors to compete in the Strong vs. Smart themed second season of the Amazon Prime Video reality show.
The Department of Homeland Security said Tuesday that it launched what it described as the largest immigration enforcement operation ever carried out by the agency, with 2,000 federal agents and officers expected in the Minneapolis area for a crackdown tied in part to allegation of fraud involving Somali residents.
The U.S. seized a Venezuela-linked sanctioned oil tanker in the North Atlantic and the tanker in the Caribbean Sea on Wednesday, the latest seizure since beginning of the campaign against Venezuela in early September. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said after a Trump administration briefing for the senators that the U.S. has tremendous leverages over Venezuela and will control the proceeds from the sale of millions of barrels of oil, trying to help stabilize the country. Democrats are pushing for a vote this week to limit future military actions in the South American country after a surprise the U.S. operations led to capture its now former president, Nicolas Maduro, who is in the Brooklyn jail cell awaiting trial. Trump's sights remain set on Greenland, with the White House saying it's open to a range of options for the U.S. to take over the Arctic islands, including military forces, part of an expansionist strategy the president has called on the Don Road Doctrine.
Hey Kaya, I've noticed that it's been going between hot and cold outside.
I have too. David Hodges is here to tell us all about this week's temperatures.
Good morning, Cersei High. Let's get right into the weather. Today we have a high of 69 and nighttime showers, rain at 67%, winds at south-southwest 6 miles per hour, humidity at 84%, and sunrise will be at 7:16 a.m. Tonight we have a low of 47, rain showers, 61% chance of rain, winds are at west-northwest 7 miles per hour, humidity at 98%, and sunset will be at 5:12 p.m. Onto the almanac, we have last 7-day average, high of 71, a low of 26, monthly average precipitation 3.58, and month to date is 0.26 inches. Onto the 5cast. Saturday, we have partly cloudy, high of 52 and low of 30, 6% chance of rain. Sunday, partly cloudy with a high of 55 to a low of 29 at 2% chance of rain. Monday, with partly cloudy with a high of 59 to a low of 32 with 6% chance of rain. Tuesday, partly cloudy at high of 59 and low of 37 at 24%. And Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high of 60 and a low of 33 at 4% chance of rain. Looks like it's going to be a cloudy week this week. Back to the news desk.
Thank you, David. These cold temperatures are making me hungry. Hey Kaya, do you know what's for lunch?
Today for lunch, we'll be having milk, turkey and ham, cheese stromboli, classic cheese pizza, chicken and chili Crispitos, fajita marinated chicken, classic American cheeseburger, fresh whole fruit, and milk.
That sounds delicious. Be sure to thank our lunch ladies for all they do here at Cersei High School.
Our Lions and Lady Lions basketball team had some games over this break.
Bo Bramlett is here to tell us what's been going on in the world of sports.
Good morning, Cersei High. I hope everyone had a great break. Now let's get into some sports. In local news, during the break, the girls' basketball team would go on the road to face Baptist Prep in Quitman. The Lady Lions would put up a fight, but it wouldn't be enough, losing 20-54 to Baptist Prep and 47-73 to Quitman. The boys, on the other hand, would get hot over the break, coming out on top 3 out of their 4 games. They would win against Heber Springs, Whitehall, and Baptist Prep. Also over the break, senior Jalen Clifton would surpass 1,000 points and commit to Truman State, a Division II school in Missouri. Last Tuesday, both teams faced Southside in their first game back from the break. The Lady Lions would fight hard in the first quarter, but Southside would take it away, winning 16-69, giving them a record of 1-14. Next would be the boys, where the game would be tight, but great defense from the Lions would help them come out with a win, 40-48. In national news, Saturday night in Fayetteville, the Arkansas Razorbacks opened SEC play in a strong 86-75 win over Tennessee. The game stayed close early, with both teams trading baskets through the first half, but Arkansas carried a small lead into the break. In the second half, the Razorbacks pulled away behind Darius Acuff Jr., who had a career night with 29 points and provided the scoring spark Arkansas needed. A key run midway through the half helped Arkansas build separation, and Tennessee struggled to keep pace, especially at the free throw line. Arkansas stayed composed down the stretch, got contributions from Malik Thomas and Malachi Ewan, and closed the game out in front of the home crowd. The final score was Arkansas 86, Tennessee 75, giving the Razorbacks a big win to open the SEC play. Sunday night, Week 18, the Pittsburgh Steelers edged the Baltimore Ravens 26-24 in a wild divisional showdown in Pittsburgh. A win that not only settled a rivalry, but also secured the AFC North title and a playoff berth for the Pittsburgh. The Ravens struck first with a 38-yard touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson to Devontae Walker and led 10-3 at halftime. Baltimore's offense rolled up to 222 passing yards and 137 rushing yards, and placed by Lamar Jackson's 238 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Derrick Henry's 126 rushing yards, but the Steelers answered. Pittsburgh's offense finished with 390 total yards, led by Aaron Rodgers, 31 of 47, performing for 294 passing yards. Rodgers delivered the go-ahead 26-yard touchdown to Calvin Austin III with under a minute left, and the home crowd erupted when Ravens kicker Tyler Luke's 44-yard field goal attempt missed at time expired. On January 1st in the Rose Bowl, number 1 Indiana Hoosiers dominated the number 9 Alabama Crimson Tide, rolling to a 38-3 victory in the college football playoff quarterfinals. Indiana jumped out to a 17-0 halftime lead and never looked back, outgaining Alabama 407 yards to 193 and controlling the clock with a balanced attack. Hoosier quarterback Fernando Mendoza was nearly perfect, completing 14 of 16 passes for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns, while Indiana's ground game piled up 215 rushing yards behind standout efforts from K'Lon Black with 99 yards and a touchdown. Alabama managed just a third-quarter field goal for its lone points, with starter Sty Simpson finishing 12 of 16 for 67 yards before exiting with an injury. The 38-3 win not only marked Indiana's first Rose Bowl victory and first college football playoff win in school history, but also sent the undefeated Hoosiers into the college football playoff semifinals. That's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Bo. Be sure to show up to root for the Lions tonight as they start conference play.
Well, that's all the time we have for you today, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Kaya Fortune.
And I'm Marley Snow. See you next week, Cersei.